we
3 months
go.
ago, did Frost exist as well? I think it did.
Yeah, it was a Team Liquid event map originally, so it's actually from like the fall technically, but they didn't put it in the ladder pool until like December.
Ah, I see. Well,
But
great.
anyway,
And
yes, I will. No, go ahead.
spawning in the bottom left corner, we have our Teal Zerg, actually down one game and looking to stay in this series. It is AOD SAWGunnertwo. And then spawning in the bottom right corner, wearing the red pieces, it is our red Protoss Experta, currently up one game in this series.
So now I have to say he was looking really solid, and I feel like this map feels really normal to a lot of Protosses, except for kind of like how far the third is. So I don't think we're going to see any weird little errors from him, especially because he just pulled off such like a great wall off instinctively. We're not going to see anything silly like that happen, probably. But then again, if he hasn't played in 3 months, anything can happen.
Could
It's like
forget
I'm
we're
like, yeah, he'll
pros.
be fine, probably. I don't know. Like that's the one thing that goes out the window when you don't play for a while is consistency. But, oh,
Definitely,
Gateway on the high
definitely.
ground.
Gateway expand on this map, very impressive. But it's very very good too because Sawgunner will go ahead and scout this first right out of the box.
Oh, 15 gas, looking all normal from there.
I guess 3 months
This,
ago, Gateway expand was the go-to as well.
I think it was there along with Forge Fast Expand, and people were still trying to figure out like, well, which one would I rather do? And it was starting to gain dominance. And then I think it was like a month ago when we had that game from Life where he's like, you can punish this on certain maps really hard by just building a lot of links.
I remember
There's a
the
daily
daily
on
on
that.
that too. That helped me
Yeah,
so much.
that was cool. I thought I'm like, oh, this is neat. It's just a really tiny little timing. I see why he did something with it too, because I watched one of those ZVT ones he did. I think it was like last week, and he's like, yeah. So now we're going to watch nothing change for 10 minutes because the metagame hasn't changed at all in like several months
Forever.
for the first 10 minutes of a ZVT, and then we're going to talk about cool things because that's what people care about right now. This is the late
Everyone
game, the
always
mid
cares about cool
games.
things.
It's like, see, then there's going to be a Reaper. He's going to come over. He's going to kill one thing, and then he's going to leave, and he's going to go back home.
And the Zerg is
Then
behind
nothing.
because he actually killed one thing.
Yep. Meanwhile, this out's going to be like, okay, I'm gonna hang out at the ramp over here, and then I'm going to wander down, make sure that there isn't a base there. He's going to do
Eventually,
this
I'm gonna
shortly.
wander down.
No, first he's going to check to make sure there's no base in his base. This is an
This is
understandable maneuver.
this is really good since a lot of cat style players like to do the proxy hatches.
You just got to be careful, especially when you're up one game. You got to expect something crazy sometimes, and that's going to be the one place where it'll be most likely to occur. I think it's in the second game of a series. Okay, so he's going to scout with the mothership core. This is actually used a lot in blink builds.
One of the funny things
That's
about this too is I've actually been running into a lot of blink all-ins versus Zerg.
really. I guess it is pretty good on some maps. I guess I've never had a lot of success with it though, like in against Zergs anyway.
It
So
definitely seems to be stronger versus
I
Terran.
don't know. Yeah, I mean, especially if you can catch them unawares and they don't pull their SCVs in time. But it's yeah, I don't know. Like it is interesting. We'll see if he goes for that. Still hasn't done anything about that drone in his natural, and that's actually going to be kind of a dead giveaway that something funny is going on. Warp gate's just about to finish.
It's actually a
It's a four gate.
four gate. I'm
Four gate with
surprised
blink
he's not throwing
probably.
down another gateway since he has this other gas going.
No, he does. There's one just about to finish. And you know what you see a lot of players do is they'll grab a Twilight Council and then go up to blink in this spot. This is really rough though. Like if the attack doesn't cause some serious damage, you're really far behind.
Definitely, definitely. One of the builds I've seen Puck do is actually a 5 gate with both gases taken. It works really well if the Zerg takes 3 bases. but it doesn't work very well when the Zerg is on two bases, and neither. It doesn't seem like a four gate is strong versus what we're seeing from our teal Zerg as well.
No, definitely not. I mean, he kept that drone right there, so he knew that there was no nexus. So he's really suspicious of something happening. Going up to lair, which is going to be good to have in case, we're DTs. He doesn't know 100% what it is yet. He did see a couple units moving across the map. He doesn't know about those 4 sentries. Now he's seeing a 4 pylon wall off and a sentry at the top of the ramp, so should be worried about something being out there. Oh, well, you know what? The attack may not matter. Not anymore. Not anymore. No, there's no more sentry at the top of the ramp to hold this off. Lings are just going to be able to walk in now.
They're gonna
Mothership
go
core is in
help the
here for a
Protoss
photon
miner here too.
overcharge. Where's the mothership core? What's the mothership core doing over here?
He's
Oh,
like, I thought we were gonna four gate, guys. What happened?
I think Experta's brain is frozen. I think he's just, yeah. I think we're just okay. He held out until the zealots came out there, but the drone loss, the probe losses are going to be really bad. He's down to 17 probes already.
And behind this, the Zerg actually has the ability to go roaches, which would be very strong versus the zealots, and the low probe count from our Protoss.
Okay, so he survived. Let's see if that matters. He does have 5 more sentries over there, plus another zealot, 2 more stalkers. This is actually still a fairly scary looking army.
He does have
And
five
he's getting an
roaches coming
expansion.
out.
Okay, 5 roaches, spine crawler, building, which will help with this a little bit. Actually, that placement right there can be pretty nice. It's going to scare the mothership core out a bit. Definitely going to get this third canceled, I think. I don't think there's any way he can hold that.
I think this third was definitely wishful thinking, especially since the Protoss is still only on one base.
I don't think he realizes that there's another army.
He's
Uh-oh.
about to
Well, he does
realize
now.
now as it's coming right to his front door.
I'm like, is he going to cancel the third? Nope, he's just going to leave it up. Okay, going to focus on the defense. Good force fields for the most part.
I
But
love the look of those red force fields too. Holy cow!
I don't think this is...
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
this
I
is not
love
the
the
place to
roaches on the
engage.
high ground. That's so impressive.
Not moving to cancel the third. He's
Oh,
actually just
there
going
it
to go
is
back to his
now.
reinforcement point. I think he intends to kill SAWGunner with this.
With the four gate.
Uh,
Four gate or die trying.
Pretty
Whatever
much.
you
I
do,
mean,
you can't hate that four gate.
I think in this situation it's understandable. He's not building more probes. He doesn't have a nexus coming up. Like if he doesn't kill him here, it's SAWGunner's just going to get
It's kind of
stronger and
GG
stronger and
anyway.
stronger.
Yes.
Okay, double time warp. But he's separated from his reinforcement point now. So positionally, this is actually a very scary spot for the Protoss. And down go the sentries, and that's it, pretty much.
It
I
looks like
believe.
everything else is going to escape just because it's faster than the roaches. Oh, I changed my mind. Never mind. Actually, a lot of it is still.
Yep. He's trying
But
to
Ling should be coming
regroup with
out
these
after this as
stalkers,
well.
but
But
yeah,
sentry
there's the
coming down.
GG. He knows that like no matter what he does here, he's just gonna end up losing too much of the army. He won't do the damage he needs.